With temperatures hitting 29 centigrade down here in the southeast of Kent today, body temperatures going up. How do you stay cool? What do you do to stay cool? The humidity, the heat, it's all too much. I could stand under the ceiling fan in the bedroom, but then that might mess me hair up. Plus I can't do anything else while I'm here. Or I could sit in my car with a lovely air conditioning. But I'm using up petrol just sitting here. And if none of them work for you, you buy a Ranvoo. Yes, a Ranvoo AICE LITE wearable smart air conditioner. Yeah, so I'm going to unbox this. I'm going to put this on and see if it really does work for the price. Okay, so I recently had this delivered after reading reports that we could be getting 40 centigrade plus in the summer, and with the mugginess and the just the oppressive heat that we can get in little bursts, I need something to keep myself cool here in the cinema room and maybe while I'm sleeping as well, as long as it doesn't set fire to my pillow. So we're going to open this. There are two versions of this available. I picked up the AICE LITE version. This was £150. There is a 250 quid version, but that also includes like digital displays. You can use the displays on there or use it on an app, and also it monitors heartbeats, monitors blood pressure and stuff like that, and tells you when you need to go to the toilet. So I got the cheaper version. So let's unbox it and let's check it out. Now, I know a lot of people always moan about, when are we going to get some sun? When are we going to get the summer? I don't mind summer. I don't mind summer as long as it's a comfortable summer and not 35, 40 centigrade. Because we live in the UK. We don't live in the tropics. We don't live in Florida. Our body temperatures are accustomed to lower temperatures, and they always have. So yeah, you have to try and do everything you can to try and avoid oppressive heat. So let's open this up. Okay, so create it something extraordinary for life. So there we go, there's a little image of it there. Yes, that is going to go around my neck. There is a QR code to scan. I might have to charge this up before we get going. There is the actual unit, plus a box in there, probably with loads of USB cables and stuff like that. Let's have a look, see what we've got in the box. Okay, so yes, we have a USB charging cable, and we have a little mini user guide. It's actually quite thick. Flipping Nora. Oh my god, am I going to need a magnifying glass to read that? Yeah, and it's all in all different languages as well. So that's that. And then the unit itself, there we go. Oh, it's actually quite hefty. Nothing else in the box. So there we go. It looks like something out of Star Trek. I could probably wear it like that. It does have a thingy to pull aside there, and this is where it all blows out of. You've got a digital display that comes up as well. I will read the manual because I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue what I need to press on here. So let's just, first of all, let's just see, make sure it fits my thick neck. There we go. So yes, it is resting. It is resting on the back of my neck. There's more flab than the average person around here. So hopefully it should still do its job, but that feels comfortable actually. That feels comfortable. Just sitting here. It's not going to fall off because it's got to go past my fat cheeks. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to have a look at the manual and see what we have to do to turn it on and see if it does get a little bit cold. It is actually quite warm in this room at the moment. I am moist. So if it's been charged up to a certain extent, I'll be able to tell you if it actually does work properly. Okay, so, oh yeah, I can feel, yes, quite cool that is. Yeah, it is turned on, so just one button there, and we have a digital display there. It shows you how much power there is. There is a plus and a minus button there, and I think that actually goes between what you need, whether it's heating, cooling, AI. So that takes it down to C2, C1. I think that's the how fast it's going. And that goes straight up like that. So that is on cooling. I can feel the coolness on it. These plates, these are the plates that, oh, that is ice cold. Okay, so it's blowing cold air. It's not interfering with my ears or anything. Oh, that's nice. That's really cold on my neck. It's like getting a towel, putting it in a bowl with lots of ice cubes and cold water, and then putting it around your neck. Yeah, it's kind of, the air is blowing down the back, down my back, the neck down towards my back, and it's blowing against here. And there's also those cold ice plates that are just cooling me down. I've only had that on, I've only had it on for like a few seconds. It is a little bit noisy, but if you're not worried about watching TV or anything, and you just need to sit there, and or you just need to go out. I mean, I could walk out around town with this on. I might get some funny looks, but you can also switch between the different modes as well by long pressing the power button to quickly switch between the 4 modes of cooling, heating, AI, and fan only. So this is on cooling at the moment. So if to adjust the specific temperature on the machine, the specific temperature can only be manually adjusted in AI mode on the machine. But it's cold at the moment anyway. Please long press the power button until the power button is displayed in white, and then long press the plus to adjust the specific temperature or minus. You can also download the app as well, the Ranvoo app. And operate everything through there. Plus also I can upgrade the firmware through the app. So it's recommended to actually charge it for about 3 hours to start with, because they don't give a full charge when it comes out of the warehouse. Again, touching these, I don't know if you can see, when I touch them it leaves like, you know, like if you touched ice cube trays and it would leave the residue. They are really cold and it's leaving a residue off my warm hands. So with a long press, I've got F1, which is just a fan, and I can feel it's just air, so it's just going to be moving air around. If I long press it again, now that is the heat, because it's got a red. So I'll have to look into what happens with the heat. It's not making a noise or anything. These things might just warm up. Oh, and then we got temperature, 26. So we can use the minus and the plus. to move it down. And by keeping my finger on there, I can actually take the temperature down, so I can raise it, or I can lower the temperature. Yeah, so that is AI mode now. That's 21 degrees on AI mode. Oh, that is really cold. That is like putting your hands on an ice cube. So that is the lowest mode. That is F1 for sound. Then F2. And then F3. So if it's like 40 centigrade, or you're walking around Disney parks, then you want that on. But for our temperatures, can probably try it out with F1 for a while. And there's cool air coming out of those. And all along the bottom here as well somewhere. And it's these plates. These plates are the main thing. They're just ice cold. That's not bad. That's not bad, actually. You know, sometimes when you get air blowing at you and you can't hear anything, it's kind of like, it is blowing air, blowing cold air, but it's blowing it in a different combination. It's blowing it down the back of my neck and kind of like into the neck as well as the cooling plates. So it's not affecting the ears in any way. Yeah, that's very cool. I could walk around quite happily with that on. And it takes about 3 hours to charge it up. It says charge it up for a few times just to get the battery going. And then I think when you've got a full charge, I think it can last for about 28 hours. So yeah, I'm impressed. It's going to take a little bit of time to get to know it and its operating capacities. And how real effective it's going to be. I'll charge it up for a couple of hours, then I will wear it tonight because it's going to be a muggy night this evening. It's going to be about 20 degrees down here in the southeast overnight, so I'll definitely wear it. I might not wear it to bed because it might not be a good thing laying down with it, but I'll certainly wear it like when Dad's gone to bed and I've got a couple of hours watching TV down in the front room, which grabs a lot of heat because of the sun coming through the windows down there at the later part of the day. But I'll definitely let you know if this is something worthy of shelling out 150 quid. Yeah, it's a lot more expensive than a lot of the ones out there, but it's because it uses special ice plates and the technology that it uses rather than just being a fan. You know, it has got air conditioning type of equipment in it. Of course, nothing's going to replace a full air conditioning unit, but when you want to be mobile and you don't want to have to just sit in one room with air conditioning blown away, then I think this might do the job. So there we go. So yeah, so far pretty cool, and I will let you all know how I get on with it. It's from Ranvoo and it is the AICE LITE, and it is a wearable smart air conditioner. So it's Bluetooth. The more expensive one, which is about £250, it does all the other gadgets and everything else. Like I say, it monitors your blood pressure and your heart rates and everything like that. But it's also got a Bluetooth to connect to your radio, and you can answer phone calls through it as well. But really, you only want it to stay cool, don't you? Not to do everything that your mobile phone does. But anyway, so hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like it by giving it some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. See you on the next video very soon. Bye bye.